Shane Van Gisbergen made history again on Sunday in Chicago, the same city where he captured his first NASCAR Cup Series victory. The New Zealand driver secured his second win in 3 years at the street circuit, maintaining a comfortable lead over Ty Gibbs when the caution flag waved on the final lap of Sunday afternoon's Grant Park 165. The victory marked another milestone for SVG, as he became only the second driver in NASCAR history to sweep an Xfinity and Cup weekend by winning both races from the pole position. Kyle Busch accomplished this feat at Indianapolis Motor Speedway in July 2016. With his third Cup Series victory, Van Gisbergen now holds the record as the most-winning foreign-born driver in NASCAR Cup Series history. The achievement carries particular significance for a driver who never planned to compete in NASCAR beyond a single one-off appearance for Trackhouse Racing 2 years ago. "This joint, it changed my life," said the three-time Australian Supercars champion, who admits he prefers space and grass over city environments. "I didn't have any plans to do more NASCAR races when I first came over here, and I never thought I'd be in NASCAR full-time." The race's conclusion sparked immediate debate when Cody Ware suffered a brake rotor failure on the next-to-last lap, sending his car slamming into the Turn 6 tire barrier. The impact was severe enough to generate visible smoke from the front stretch.
Come out of right front, lock up. 17's right with you. By 1.
He's been locking up a lot of corners I see on the TV, so he probably just got a flat spot on the left front.
Yet NASCAR officials delayed throwing the caution flag until Van Gisbergen had crossed the start-finish line and taken the white flag. This timing proved crucial. Because Van Gisbergen had already taken the white flag, the final lap was completed under caution with the race declared official. Had the caution been thrown moments earlier, NASCAR would have initiated an overtime restart featuring a 2-lap dash to the checkered flag. NASCAR's decision-making process revealed the split-second nature of race control. Officials initially waited to determine whether Ware could restart his car after the barrier impact, following their standard protocol for such incidents. Only when they confirmed the severity of the crash and Ware's inability to continue did they deploy the caution. Van Gisbergen experienced the tension firsthand. "I came out of the last corner and just saw a heap of smoke straight ahead of turn 6, and I just held my breath until I crossed the line really," he explained. "When I got the white flag, I came around the next couple of corners and the yellow came out. It was a massive relief." The controversy extended beyond mere timing. Ty Gibbs, who finished second, expressed mixed feelings about the situation. "I would have been all for that 100%, but I don't know if it should have been thrown," Gibbs said. "That would have been awesome."
Yeah, when you're in the lead like that, you're just begging for the white flag to come out and to get to it. And I came out of the last corner and just saw a heap of smoke straight ahead at turn 6, and I just held my breath until I crossed the line, really. And yeah, when I got the white flag, I came around the next couple of corners and the yellow come out, so it was a massive relief. I think Tyler Reddick was the one I was worried about, right? But yeah, there was a tire carcass on the exit of 6, and there was a yellow flag, or blue flag they have here. And, you know, that's when they didn't put it out for 2 laps, I figured that they were just doing everything they could to get the race finished before the lightning hold. I feel like you never know what's going to happen here with yellows, and when they left the tire carcass, I thought, okay, they're going to try and finish this race before weather affects it.
Tyler Reddick, who claimed third place, shared similar sentiments about wanting another opportunity to challenge Van Gisbergen on a restart. Van Gisbergen acknowledged his anxiety during those final moments. The delayed caution highlighted NASCAR's ongoing challenge with managing race-ending scenarios. Van Gisbergen referenced the sport's history with late race cautions, noting how officials sometimes deploy them to create exciting finishes.
Yeah, when I got the white flag, I came around the next couple of corners and the yellow come out, so it was a massive relief. And yeah, but you never know if they're going to throw the yellow and try and have an exciting finish, you know.
For the first time in the Chicago Street Race's 3-year history, rain remained absent during the actual competition. However, weather concerns significantly influenced race strategy throughout the afternoon. Fog and storm clouds rolled in from the north as the race neared its conclusion, with precipitation finally arriving minutes after the checkered flag. An unusual weather-related caution occurred on lap 59 when NASCAR officials threw the yellow flag to allow an ambulance to exit the facility following a spectator medical emergency. Mike Ford, from NASCAR's Racing Communications, explained the decision. Race control needed to call a caution here on lap 59. A spectator medical emergency necessitated the field to be under caution so an ambulance could exit the facility. This caution came just as Van Gisbergen had passed Chase Briscoe for the lead. The race's dramatic character emerged early with a massive 8-car crash on lap 3 that blocked the track between turns 10 and 11. Carson Hocevar triggered the incident when he clipped the inside wall in turn 10, then crashed into the opposite wall with sufficient force to move the Jersey barrier. His number 77 Chevrolet turned sideways, collecting the cars of Brad Keselowski, Daniel Suarez, Todd Gilliland, Will Brown, and Riley Herbst. Only Herbst and Suarez managed to continue after the incident. The crash forced a 14-minute, 42-second red flag stoppage while track workers cleared the debris and reset the barriers. Brad Keselowski described the incident's sudden nature. "I didn't see it until the last second. I slowed down, and I actually felt I was going to get stopped, and then I just kind of got ran over from behind. It's just a narrow street course, and sometimes there's nowhere to go." This early carnage eliminated several playoff contenders and altered the competitive landscape. William Byron, the current points leader, suffered perhaps the most significant blow when his car developed a broken clutch after just one lap, forcing him to finish 40th. The poor result reduced his championship lead over second-place Chase Elliott to 13 points. Michael McDowell initially capitalized on the early chaos, taking the lead from Van Gisbergen at the start and maintaining the top position for 31 laps to win Stage 1. However, his promising day ended when he was forced to spend 22 laps in the garage repairing a stuck throttle under the damaged vehicle policy. Van Gisbergen's path to victory required multiple strategic moves and restart executions. He seized the lead for the final time on lap 60, positioning himself to the inside of race leader Chase Briscoe in turn 2. The two drivers raced side by side through turn 3 before Van Gisbergen completed the pass by outbraking Briscoe into turn 4. From that point, Van Gisbergen faced the challenge of surviving 2 additional cautions and restarts, including one caused by Austin Cindric's stalled car. The final restart proved particularly crucial, as Ty Gibbs restarted second, but struggled with his launch from the outside lane. Gibbs explained the disadvantage of the outside starting position. "Well, it really depends on the restart zone, because it's right in that last corner and the dude on the outside gets shafted every single time. If you watch every one of them, the inside guy wins almost every time. He just got a good enough gap, had a good restart. I had a little bit of rear tire degradation that didn't really help me on my launch off the corner. He just got a good gap and got away from me." Tyler Reddick's charge to third place demonstrated the day's strategic complexity. He restarted 15th on fresh tires with 9 laps remaining and methodically worked his way through the field. However, his progress was hampered by restart positioning issues. "We kind of ended up in a tough spot there on the penultimate restart, I guess," Reddick said. "Some of the cars were spinning. I can't name them all, but unfortunately we kind of just got stuck in the wrong lane where I had to check up. I got behind those cars that we were on the same tire strategy as us, so we just lost a bit of time there passing those cars back." The situation reminded Reddick of his 2024 Chicago experience, where he similarly finished as the runner-up despite having a competitive car. "It's great to finish third, but it's for sure a bummer when you look at how much ground you made up," he reflected. Street course racing's inherent challenges manifested in multiple driver confrontations after the checkered flag. The confined track layout with minimal runoff areas amplified contact and created lasting tensions between competitors. Joey Logano emerged as the angriest participant, engaging in a heated several-minute argument with Ross Chastain following the race. Logano's frustration stemmed from what he characterized as intentional contact, compounded by his belief that Austin Cindric actually initiated the incident that led to Chastain's retaliation.